All right, check this out. The biggest reason that marketers fail is that they don't know who they are and what they actually stand for. Think about it. Who you are. Are you an educator, or you're an empowerer? Are you someone who, who knows that, my desire, my passion, my worth, my calling, my purpose is to do X. Okay? And you are solidified in your mind in that arena. There is no doubt whatsoever that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And nobody can sway you, nobody can turn you, nobody can change your mind, because this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay? When you have that, my friends, then you're golden, because you know who you are. You know your life purpose. When you can stand behind a camera, when you can educate, when you can teach, when you can share with passion, when you can feel my heart and my passion, you can feel and sense that I'm, this is what I love to do. Not just on this platform, but in a number of different platforms, but it's the same theme. It's teaching and educating it and empowering people. It's changing people's lives. It's giving them something that they didn't have. When you find that and you know exactly what it is, then, my friends, you're on your way to major success. Success just automatically finds you because you're driven. Okay? Now let's move on. If your goal is to attract a massive amount of people for your business, you just got to know this. You got to know this. I mean, there can be no hesitation, no reservation, no doubts. There can be nothing that you are a little shaky about. You just got to know this, because people are looking for you, and you want to be able to attract individuals like that. And the only way you're going to be able to attract them is that you got to get the step that we just previously talked about. Your passion, know who you are, and know what it is that you stand for. Okay? And the other thing is, you must be competent. Check this out now. Competent, confident, and know where you're headed. You got to have a plan. And I've heard here a while back is that where there's no vision, people perish. You don't know where you're going. And that's why, and one of the reasons why so many people can take you in so many different directions, because you have no clue, you have no idea where it is that you're trying to go. So figure out what your plan is. Figure out what it is that you want to accomplish. You've heard people say over and over again, write your goals down, write your plans down. There's a reason for that, okay? Because only you know what your plan is. Only you know what your goal and your desires and your hopes and dreams are. You know what I'm saying? You may have a hope and a dream of, sending your kids off to college and paying and writing a check for it without having to worry about student loans and things like that. Buying a home for your parents, that are about, retirement age, and they need maybe you to, live in a home with them, to take care of them, be a caregiver. It may be to take care of some kid over in Africa. It may be, to have scholarships for, single mothers who have kids that they can't really afford to send to school, or whatever the case is. You have something on the inside of you that drives you. So you've got to be competent, confident, and know where you're headed. You know why? Because individuals are looking for leadership. Okay? What is the prospect, customer, whatever it is, they're looking for leadership. They're looking for people who are going to lead them. They can tell if you're uncertain of yourself. You don't have no degree of confidence, okay? You're not competent. They can tell. They can pick up on that. If you're talking to them, if you're communicating with them, if you're trying to teach them something, if you're trying to share something with them, they can tell when you're not very certain of yourself. They can feel it, okay? And they're asking themselves if you have what they need. That's what they're asking, okay? Think about this. I told you earlier, the prospects only think about what's in it for them. So you got to get in their minds, get in their head, and think about what is it that keeps them up and what is it that they want. So when the prospect's looking at you, they're thinking, well, can he or she solve my problem? Do they have what I need? And that's what they're always thinking. They're never thinking about how they can benefit you. They're always thinking about how can you benefit me? The radio station WIIFM, what's in it for me? That's what they're asking themselves, okay? And the other thing is, can they feel comfortable trusting you? Can they really feel comfortable trusting you? What have you done to put them in a position where they actually start to trust you? And as I said earlier, are you going to get them what they want? Those are the questions that a lot of your prospects are asking. Individuals or in the home-based business, if you're network marketing, multi-level marketing, it doesn't matter. Okay, people are looking for people who can help to solve a problem that they have in their life. Not your problem, but their problem. What did Zig Ziglar say here a while back? If you help enough people, how did he say, exactly how he said it? Is if you help enough people get what it is that they want out of life, you ultimately will get what you want out of life. So the focus is on the other people, not on you. Now let's move on. The other thing is, as we expressed earlier just a little bit, is stability. Not jumping from shiny object to shiny object. One thing to another. You know, buying software after software, jumping from product to product, from coach to coach, from mentor to mentor. There's nothing wrong with mentors, don't get me wrong, but understand that if you know who you are and what it is that you stand for, you know who the people, you know the correct people that you're going to hook up with, because they're going to help take you down that path that you're trying to get down. Okay? And the other thing, you have to be consistent with your message. You got to know who you are. You can't talk about weight loss today and tomorrow you're talking about, you know, Netflix, or you're talking about PlayStation, you're talking about golfing. You got to be consistent with your message. You know, today you're talking about a software product that can help them generate traffic. Tomorrow you're talking about, you know, how you can, you know, sell a tea leaf campaign, or however you pronounce that little campaign thing going on. Okay, or whatever it is, you know, it's something different. You always got something, you know, especially if you have an email list. Okay, one day you're communicating about this product, next day you're communicating about this opportunity, next day you're communicating about something totally different. They're confused. And they know you're confused, and they know you don't know what it is that you want, and you don't know where you're going. So if you don't know where you're going, they're not going to follow you. Okay, that's vital, guy. That's profound. That's something you really got to think about and take a note of that. Write that down. If you don't know where you're going, they're not going to be willing to follow you. Okay, now. And I said this, promoting all types of products and services or opportunities. You know, one day you got a new product or a new company that just came on the block, or you jump running that company because you think, oh, that's where the money's going to be. You know, and that one doesn't work out for you, then you jump over into another company. Oh, because that one's got a different compensation plan. Or that doesn't work out, then you jump on this next, you know, new kid on the block. You know, you're just all over the place. There's no consistency. There's no stability about yourself. Okay, and your prospects, they know that. They know and they can see what you're doing. Okay, but if they come on, and this is the other thing, this is very critical. I'm glad this just came to me. You know, when you come on with an ideal or a product or service and opportunity, let's just say, you know, a couple of weeks ago, and then 6 weeks later, you're still talking about that same opportunity. Okay, follow me. And then 3 months later, you're still talking about that same opportunity. And then, you get my drift? 8 months later, you're talking about the same opportunity. There's consistency there. And they can feel you. Okay? Because the first 6, 7 days, maybe they're not listening to what you got to say, because I've heard people jump on opportunities and they email me all these things all the time, and then 6 weeks later they emailing me something else. They're just watching to see how long you're going to be consistent with this, to see if they really want to follow you. If they know that you are steadfast in this opportunity and that you're going to stick with it, they say, okay, this guy's serious. This guy's been emailing me about the same program for the last 6 months. He's serious and he's stable. And when you got stability in your business and stability basically in your business, then you got people that are willing to stick in and follow you because they know that you're consistent. All right, guys? Now, let's move on. And consistent communication. Get this. You are the teacher and the mentor. Your students await your guidance and your leadership. Okay? Your objective is to continue to provide value, educate in the areas of need for them. Did you get that? Educate in the areas of need for them. And when you do that, you're going to be golden. Okay? And some people say, well, you know, I don't think I'm a teacher. I hadn't been doing this very long. Let me tell you something. Okay? Never underestimate who you are. Never devalue yourself. Okay? You can go in and you can get some training, you know, for 30 minutes to an hour, and you learn something that you didn't know. Okay? Think about this. You just learned it a few minutes ago. Somebody else come along 2 weeks later that didn't know that same thing. But you were in a position where you could teach them that same thing. that they didn't know. But you didn't know it at first, but now you know it. So you have value to somebody who don't know it. Okay? Now you have the change from student, because you learned it, into teacher, because now you're getting ready to share it. You're getting ready to teach it to somebody who didn't know it. So that's value that you presented yourself or presented them with. Now, if you do this on a consistent basis, the more you learn, the more you begin to get off into, the educational atmosphere, and you begin to grow and develop, become the person that, or the entrepreneur, or the business owner that you're supposed to become. Now you have an opportunity to turn around and teach someone else who may be 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months behind you. Now you are in the role of the teacher, and you are the mentor, you are the leader, and you are the guide. Okay? So never devalue yourself. You have worth. Okay? If you've educated yourself, if you've taken the time to sit down and study and dig in, whether it's webinars, seminars, if it's books, if it's videos, if it's whatever it is, if you take the time to sit down and educate yourself, you have value to bring to the marketplace. But the key is be consistent with what it is that you're sharing with your people. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into this. I think we'll get into this here a little bit later. But I guess I will. I guess I'll just go ahead and close out on this. Just kind of share with you this part of it, because I think it's key and it's important as well for you to understand that in order for you to communicate consistently, okay, when you begin to develop your list, people that's on your list of contacts, if they're in the autoresponder or whatever, just remember, guys, right? They need value. Okay? How do you create a hyper-responsive list? Don't be pitchy. It's not about your opportunity. I told you, think about what it is that they need. Okay? This is one reason why a lot of people don't have great open rates. Because if they get people, let's just walk through a scenario. They get people on their list, and the first letter or first email or first autoresponder, automated message that go out to the list is a sales pitch. Second autoresponder message that goes out to the list is a sales pitch. Third autoresponder message that goes out to the list is a sales pitch. You get my drift? 4, 5, 6, every time you send them an email, you're pitching something. You're trying to promote something. Well, you just put yourself in their shoes. If you were in their shoes, what would you do? If you knew that that was the mannerisms, if you knew that that was the method of operation that this marketer, that has espoused to, that every time he sent out a message, they're trying to sell you something. You would think all they want is my money. That's what you would think. Well, because you think that, you're not going to open the email. But what if you reverse that? And if you send out 3, 4, 5 messages that were value, that was helping that person, again, thinking about what they needed. You were teaching, educating, you were sharing something with them that really helped them. Okay? Every time you send out a message because of what you sent out, they're going to be more open to open your emails, because everything you sent to them has made them feel better. They've been empowered, they've been changed, they've been transformed to some degree. So now they're more willing to open your emails because it's not about a pitch. Check out the second point. The ratio of value to promotion in your email broadcast. Okay? Value could be 4 days of value, 1 day of promotion. And then you turn around and send 3 or 4 more days of value, and then possibly 1 day of promotion. Then maybe 2 days of value and 1 day of promotion. But you begin to mix it up. You begin to teach and train. Don't be the same with your list. Don't be routine to the point to where they know, okay, well, he's going to send me 4 messages, then he's going to promote something to me. He's going to send me 4 more messages, then he's going to promote. Don't get in a routine where you're doing the same thing all the time. But focus more on the value than you do on the promotion. Okay? Now, be different and stand out from the crowd. Well, how do you stand out? Well, study what it is that they do. Get on some email lists of some other marketers and see what they do. I guarantee you it's pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch. And they wonder, well, email don't work no more. Email don't work because all you want to do is burn your list with a bunch of promotions, And some people do that pretty much on a really that's their business practice. You know, they do mass marketing. They get a lot of people on their list, and they just slam the list with a bunch of offers and see whoever sticks. That's really the way a lot of marketers do their business. But I choose to just go a different direction. My objective is to bring value into the lives of others, and your objective should be the same. Okay? And this is the other thing. To create a hyper-responsive list is be a product of the product. Don't promote what it is that you have no experience with. Okay? Don't say, well, go buy this, course, on Facebook marketing, but you never had any experience with it. Don't go say, well, go and buy this plugin because it's going to show you how to get more traffic to your site, for free, free organic this and organic that or whatever. And you've never had any type of experience with it. You have no way to demonstrate the product. You have no way to give results from the product, but you want to push these products. You just went to ClickBank, grab the product, put it in the autoresponder and send it out to your list because they have always told you the money is in the list. No, the money is not in the list. The money is in the relationship with the list. How have you established the know, like, and trust factor with your prospect or with your lead that's on your in your database or your autoresponder? How have you done that? Okay, if you're not focusing on building that relationship with that list, yeah, guys, I know this is some powerful stuff. Life-changing, business-altering stuff. If you haven't focused on building a relationship with that list, then you're going about it wrong because this is a relationship business. Realize that there are real people that are taking real credit cards out of their pockets or real debit cards, right, out of their pockets, and they are purchasing your products on the internet. And they want to know that the individuals that they're buying from are individuals that they can have a lot of confidence, they can trust them, they can like them, they can get to know them. So think about that when you come to your marketing, guys. And I just want to share this brief video with you today. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of it. And hopefully you can start to exercise and utilize some of these principles in your business so that you can get the type of success, the type of results that you're looking to get. Again, guys, this is Jerry Handy Sr., jerryhandy.com. Always feel free to drop me an email, matter of fact, like us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Jerry Handy Sr. Okay, again, facebook.com/Jerry Handy Sr. And guys, look forward to sharing more information with you at a later time. All right, take care. God bless. We'll talk soon.